But the blocks should be really easy. So you have your trapdoor, you have your planks, your log, a slab that's pretty easy here. It could be anything that you like. I think quartz looks better, but if you're just starting out and you don't go to the nether or anything yet, this would be perfect. And then you have your fence gate, a torch or a lantern if you're bougie, then your cherry stairs and some sort of leaves, right? So this is all you really need to build a gazebo. Alright, so to get started, I would suggest building with these stairs. So this would be the entry to your gazebo. We're gonna do a 3 wide. It's a lot easier than doing like 5 or 10, but if you grow and you want to build a larger gazebo, you just kind of make it a larger circle. We're gonna go to do this 3 entryways. So place down the staircase just like so. That'll be 3 across, and then we're gonna go ahead and place some planks right behind it. From that point on, you're gonna go ahead and you want to place some cherry logs, but you don't have to do that now. I would just suggest in the corners, go ahead and place your quartz. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2 there. We're building a circle. If you haven't guessed already, you should be able to complete this set right there. So 1, 2, 3, and then diagonally on that, you're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. It's just a little tiny little circle that you can make right there. So I'm gonna zoom out in 1 second, but we're gonna go ahead and continue this pattern. So it'd be 2 diagonal and then just 3 across. Should do it for us. 1, 2, 3, and that was from the very beginning. So you can see it's your little cute little small area, and then in between that, we're gonna go ahead and fill it out with our strip log of sorts. You don't have to use a log here, but I find that a log just kind of breaks the pattern a little bit, gives it a little bit more dimension. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep working with that. Alrighty, I'm gonna go back to my staircase there. I'm also gonna do a staircase on the other side, and that would be 1 straight path over. You don't have to block off the sides, but I do it here just so then it kind of have a nice entry. But if you have like maybe a town center and you want to enter this way or this way, you just leave that open. But we're gonna go ahead and fill that up in 1 second. So with the rest of this area here, I'm just gonna fill it up with a bunch of the planks. At the corners though, you could put another one of these right here so that it gets a little bit different, but that's totally up to you. If you don't have this, you don't want to waste materials or resources, you don't have to leave that there. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the rest with the planks here, and we should be good to go. So I'm placing down my blocks, and very last one. Alright, that's pretty easy. Now with the cherry fence, we're gonna start building the poles. I recommend doing at least 3. You can go 4 if you want, but I think 3 is easiest to roll. Just kind of small and a little bit less grand than you would think, or a little bit shorter. But all of this would be a preference. So if you do have like larger homes in your area, then I think making it taller does make sense. But since this is a really little cute build, I think 3 should be good. Less materials that you need to gather, at least for now. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then in this corner, I actually placed this earlier, but you can just fill that up on those blocks we placed down. So it's like a nice support right there. And that is looking pretty good. Now on the top of these poles, that's where we want to start adding our stone slab. Now if you have quartz, it's definitely gonna look better than stone, but that's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and go around in a circle and fill this up just like so. So just on top of the pole and go across, so nothing pretty fancy there, but this is what we have so far, just a circle on top. And then in between that, we're gonna go ahead and move over to our staircase. We're gonna just go the staircase right behind the slab and just go all the way across for me. That would be the easiest. Go ahead and do that. And once we go all the way around, we should be able to get a nice, oops, a nice little area. So you can go like this and it should connect for you. Now this part is totally up to you. You can actually set the trap door just like so, within the blocks, just like that. Or if you want, you can place the doors on top so it adds an extra height. And to do that, you just place a block down and then just go ahead and start building your trap doors. Just like so. Like that. Press shift in place. And then this would just makes it look like an extra roof detail and also lets the light through, and I really like that. So that part is totally up to you and how you want to place that. But in the corners at night, it's going to need some light, so you can add a torch or a lantern. That's a total personal preference for you, and I recommend just doing what works best. Okay, so we have the staircase here. So in this example, I'm actually going to block off the sides. You can use the fence just like this, or you can just go ahead and place down a gate. So you can make a quick breakaway if you like. Another option is just to place the fence gate all the way across, and then it doesn't have like that extra support system on the side there, and I think that looks a little bit better just for this one. Yeah, and then go ahead and finish off the corners of the gazebo here, and then it's gonna look a little more put together just like that. And that is pretty much it. Now from here, I just recommend just adding a little bit more detail around the area to close it up. So you can add more lighting if you want, change it to lanterns. You could add some bushes that always like makes everything pop. Add some flowers. You should be able to gather the leaves really easily in your inventory, so I don't think this would be difficult for any of you. But yeah, just kind of mix and match. If you have some oak leaves, I think those will look pretty good as well. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some. Here's some natural blocks. We're going to go ahead and grab some oak leaves right here, just like that, and you're just able to mix and match and kind of cover that up there. And I think that should do it. Just adds a little bit more texture, and I think that is always fun to do. From here, you're gonna see at night the lighting looks good and everything. I would suggest though is kind of make a path to it. I think that would be fun. Paths could be just a little detail, like changing up the landscape a little bit. For example, you can pick up some flowers and place those down. You can add some decorations like a little flower pot. All of that would add a little bit more to your detail. One thing that you could do as well is kind of add some extra lighting in the middle. You can add some sort of glowstone or a lantern down here, and that would kind of complete your little area. But yeah, it's a really quick tutorial, and I really hope that you like this. I'm gonna show you what it looks like in the Quartz version. I think Quartz is also like the better option, but this one does, I would call this the poor man's version, right? We are trying to save on resources, and you don't have time. You're just building a starter home, and you want a little bit of decorations without spending, you know, everything. This would be the way to do it. So let me know if you have any questions, and if you want the number count on everything, and I don't know, other builds that you want to do. I want to stick to something small. Generally, I think we just don't have a lot of times on our hands, so we want to learn to build something small, and then we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.